I'm ready. Strapped in.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, REDgyal Sasha. I do apologize for the feedback. If you can hear it, Mike, can you hear the feedback?
I can.
1 second. That should be better. So I don't know if everybody has heard the news. I'm gonna move back a little bit. Give me that a little bit. Still 1 second. Marcus, give us a thumbs up if you hear us.
I can hear y'all. I just hear a echo. I can't hear you. It says your mic is off.
It's one of these are people that we trying to figure out. What is it? What is it? I can't. Okay, hold on. It's the. Oh. Did it do it? One of these gotta get removed. That's all. we at the Let's Talk About Family is really on. We're in the war zone itself, and Buffalo is really a war zone, and that's how I feel about it. And once I get to him, feeling up about his emotions, passing over feeling, about his emotions, we'll get into it. So once again, if you did not see the news yesterday, May 14th of 2020, there were 13 people that were brutally shot down. 10 died from basically what was a military or execution style homicide, where we literally witnessed on any streaming platform or any social media platform or any media platform where we watched our people of our community, the Black and Brown community, be slaughtered. So I can't even get my words together. So I'm gonna just let Cass go ahead and take it for about 5 minutes so I can just get my emotions together. And like I said, disclaimer through this thing because I'm gonna cry through this. I'm not a crier, y'all. So this is something that really it's really hitting me. And we really need to talk about this, and it's really a call to action. And I need y'all to get in these comments. I need y'all to be active and proactive and just stop talking about it and just going to social media and just going for what's popular and just get right into it. So go ahead, guys.
As it stands, this whole
What's up, family?
this whole thing that's going on is what it is. It's a direct attack on black people. And I would expect and demand the same action that would be taken if it was any other race. I expect people to back it, like if it was any other race. I don't just want to see the quote unquote black celebrity community popping out. Um, I get it. Well, no, I don't. With all of this transpiring, I believe the call to action is actually doing something. We've sat here and said over and over again, um, trying to be professional with it, trying to win at the same game, trying to basically tear down each other to appease a societal aspect that does not want us. And if it was not shown,
If it hasn't been
yesterday,
shown previously,
it's
it was
ridiculous.
it was ridiculously relative yesterday.
This gentleman, Peyton,
He does. First of all, let's do this. And I appreciated what the new sheriff executive of Buffalo, the Erie County did. He refuses to give that man the name of speaking his actual birth name. Okay, he doesn't acknowledge. He's a monster, and I will refer to any person as a monster, and that's as much as he is allowed to get is being a monster because he took the time to think out, plot, plan, write over 100-page. They call it a manifesto.
investigating a 180-page manifesto that may say
Yes,
that
Marcus,
he's the shooter. As far as it goes, I was trying to figure out, and I say his name, Peyton Gardner, because at any point in time, at any point in time, no, at any point in time in any other mass shooting, they never sat there and said, "Don't say their name." We supposed to remember. I want them to remember who the fucking enemy is, what the enemy looks like, and what the fucking enemy did. For the squeamish, I do not suggest watching the video, but the video, which was recorded by him, mind you.
It was streamed to a major gaming site, which we can't name, allegedly, and we have to say that until he is proven guilty.
So he's recording everything. The news is trying to spin it already gently, trying to spin it into people separating. Even when they say, "Oh, it was a predominantly black shooting," which is ridiculous. We've never had any other thing. When you've seen the bombing,
at Oklahoma,
with any bombing, when
or
you seen
even
the
the
bombing
Columbine shooting,
when they were at the race, at the marathon bombings, things like that. There was not, these were not things that somebody said, oh, let's not say these people's names, oh, they almost killed this many people. No, I want people to understand this was a direct attack on black people. They trying to separate it into the fact that, oh yeah, well, it was 11 black people and 2 others. It don't matter what the 2 others. This person transpired and drove 3 hours from Conklin, New York. High school, Conklin, New York.
So
small town.
It's upstate New York. It's hours. It's mountains. It's hills. He had to go through several places to get there. That's a little less than half the trip. If you was going to New York City to Buffalo,
my man drove 3 hours, bypassed all good neighborhoods, no potholes. Wanted to come directly into the hood.
Towns with nothing but
this man
people
came
in here.
Directly to find the only tops that had to be backed by the mayor and Bridget to even get placed there.
Right.
That is the black community, one of the hearts of the black community, because Jefferson is also the same thing that was noticed as our little black enterprise.
The African American corridor.
We had an all black
store here. How I say it is so like our Black Wall Street for us, basically. Something like that. That's how I'm kind of looking at it. Not saying that's what you mean. In my mind, everything, the questioning goes behind why people go, why did he come here? Simple as this. In recent times, Buffalo is the international gateway for all refugees, aside from Caucasian Americans or Caucasians, period. Aside from, this is the ending of the Underground Railroad. Not talking crap, not talking shit, it's fact. Also, that area is still a historic staple. The Buffalo Bills played there. You know what I mean? They still do historic things. They still bring things. They do epic things with inside of our historic community, and it brings enrichment to our culture. This just shouldn't get each other. And I keep telling y'all gonna get offended. And I really don't care today. I really don't at all. I don't care. I don't do PC on my page, no way. He came here and he didn't have to live here. You know what he did? He frequented it. He looked at the articles, and he came here and he frequented here, so he became familiar with the areas. If you look at the places that he detailed in totality or its entirety, he detailed the places all along the African American corridor, all the way down to downtown Buffalo, where they are low-key gentrifying. Now, the reason why we use the word gentrification because we still suffer modern day racism and hate. And that's on every class, whether it's sexism, being black or woman, your gender, race, it all still stands right here. I don't care if it has New York behind that shit. That shit doesn't fucking matter. What matters is we still deal with what previous problems that our grandparents were fighting for. The shit that you young Americans, because it ain't me, because I do my part, that don't vote and all that shit they exercise, that's why I fight for it, because I know what they had to go through. We just watched our people get slaughtered, and we have all of those rights. They're taking the opportunity for our abortion rights. So once they start doing with our abortion rights, that's our basic civic rights and our state rights. That's based on state. All the other shit goes out the bin. Now we're back to being considered cattle. And that's how we got slaughtered on here. What I'm disappointed about is that, because that's an area that I am always in. I lived in that area for a long time. I still frequent there. One of the reasons why I'm proud to say I am a
proud black woman. And y'all gonna feel my energy through this shit because I literally, even if I did or if I didn't know the people, I felt that pain, the shock of feeling weak and cowardly caught and murdered and unprotected. Because I blame us too. I blame us too. In the height of we supposed to have been fighting and marching for each other. I'm literally, it's Buffalo strong around this motherfucker. Because I'm like I said, it's disclaimers all through this because I feel some type of way. Jefferson Avenue, the whole African American Cultural Center, anything that we could possibly think of, AME, whatever it was that season, Jefferson Avenue was the glue. Okay? If sports fanatics, if y'all want to get in here, Buffalo is one of the first 6, I think it's the first 16 actual NFL teams. I hope I'm saying that right now. My mind is crazy, y'all. So, downtown where that man just slaughtered all those people, regardless of race, age, or class, everybody should be pissed off. It shouldn't just be us in this room. An 86-year-old woman, a 55-year-old man. I don't even know all the numbers. I'm gonna throw a small memorial in there, and I'm sorry if I don't have all the pictures. Hold that to me, just not finding it all yet. Because I trust you, if I had it, I would. That cut me down just a little bit, y'all. It cut me down just a little bit. It's not just losing sleep. I gotta explain to my daughter why I've been sitting here trying to teach indifference to her. I have to explain to my daughter what that man, that child, because that's a child, what a child did. An immature child monster. Okay. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Charles. Everybody know me as Harvey.
That's my cousin and everybody.
So like, listen, I'm gonna put it like this. I really feel like, on one hand, what can we do? We can't get mad at white. Well, we can be mad at white people. But my thing is, this stuff has been taught to them.
They are trying to take it back.
This stuff has been taught to them by their parents.
Right.
So yeah, you get mad at the child, but it was provided and it was walked through by the parents. So my thing is that parents need to be held accountable too, but in the same sense, so do our parents. Like, cause like think about it. This is Jefferson we talking about. This is our hood. Right. You feel me? Like that's the hood of hoods. And like when you go into that, let's be real. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know, you go through there, you're gonna hear a bunch of drill rap. I'm a real nigga. Every song they play is like niggas killing niggas. Right. You feel me? Like, man, he came to y'all hood, man. He came right there. And I guess all the thugs is off on that day, huh? Like, listen, you have people right now, we are so separated. Right. Because you know what? I'm not speaking against them. I'm proud of them. They're front line. Right. You feel me? Like, by all means, but y'all fighting the wrong people. Right. You get what I'm saying? Y'all are fighting the wrong people. Y'all fighting the wrong fight. Now, like, at the same time, you got your Christians. You feel me? Like, they like non-violence, this and that, third. Why is it that every last method that we take is either hurting ourselves or not hurting them? You know, like, but they have no problems taking from us. He came here and took our people. They say that when you practice faith, faith and works is on show. People keep on saying, pray for this, pray for that. Do you remember those 9 people in the church? Right. Same scenario. They died practicing work. They died in their faith. They died. And you remember what they did? They forgave them. They forgave them. They forgave them for the hatred. And look at today. So where'd the prayers go? What happened? Did God forget? I'm just gonna ask y'all that. Did God forget? Nah, man, you want to listen, even for the Christians, I'm not speaking against y'all. Like I said, we need to unite. Our thugs, our Christians, and everything. Christians, I need to understand this, that I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. So I have knowledge of the Bible. I just don't believe the second half, because in the first half, God was bodying stuff just for disagreeing with him. We all remember, like the Egyptians. We remember Noah's day. You wiped the entire earth because they were disobedient. Somebody, your boys, the Israelites, was having problems with the Egyptians. You wiped them. You had no problem doing it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna go biblical, let's go there. You feel me? Like, but once again, David got into the ring with Goliath. God didn't put him in the ring, and he didn't throw the rock. He just put wind behind it. Y'all gotta get in the ring, man. Like, stop letting them do to us what they're doing. The whole point was for us to be fearful. That was the whole point of him coming down here and doing that to us. Because he wanted us to be scared. And he did it in our territory to let us know that we are scared. And he proved it.
No, I figured that is. He came into this shit because he been playing in here anyway. He was playing in here anyway. I came to y'all shit and I tapped in for your shit. Now, at the same time, January 6th provided us with a rehearsal. There were other events that have went on even in New York State that have provided a rehearsal. COVID just happened. And they knew we fake pretended that we needed somebody. Yes, COVID just happened. COVID prevented them from doing what they wanted to do. They would have did it sooner. They was practicing marches in the woods. They were talking about it on the news. While we were having rallies and marches about brotherhood and sisterhood and all Black Lives Matter and because that's bullshit, because y'all didn't stay on the same wave. Y'all didn't stay on the same wave. If y'all did, this man would have never been, he would have stuck out like a sore fucking thumb. Right. Who is he? Because I know me. If you know me, I know me. Who is that? He would have stuck out like a sore thumb. At the end of the day, let those people not be martyrs or their names die in vain. Put it like that. At the end of the day, they're heroes in my mind. Unseen and blinded heroes. They didn't know they were going to be heroes that day. They just went to go do basic things and be basic people and live their lives,
You know something I've been saying all day today? And people been like, that's a dream. It's more so like, that's wishful thinking. I'm like, what we need to start doing, first and foremost, we need to black out. And I'm not talking about putting black pictures up on Facebook. I'm talking about buying black. Nothing but black. Put black money into black pockets. We need to do that because we are the world's biggest spenders. You know what I mean? We don't need them. They need us. Like, but at the same time, we stay in the working class. Listen, we buy black and we're black buying to us. We need to promote us, teach us. If you have a business and you're a black business owner, don't be a hater. Put your people on. Show them how to do this. We all need something. Let's build communities. Buy land. Protect those communities.
Protect the land in the community.
With your life. You have to be willing to die for what you believe, man, because they are. You see that? He didn't know if those cops were going to kill him, but he's willing to die.
No, he played that out too. He played that his death was out too. But see, my thing is, okay, now, once again, it also goes back to, in the meantime, you still got to go until you build these communities. You see what I'm saying? You still got to build until you find like-minded people that's willing to understand it's about community and building us up and building our economies, because at the same time, I don't care how many years of oppression we have so-called in our mind said that we have it. The real nature of black beauty and black love is us loving ourselves and promoting that within ourselves and acknowledging all of these things so that we can make better people. We don't have to worry about this thing. It's a different age and time. We're smarter, we're not, you know what I mean? These people can read. There's things it's set in place that you can help yourself. They helped us and they didn't help us at the same time. But I am sick and tired of them sitting up here trying to make it that we just played. This lady argued us down that we played the race card, and this was clear cut what it was. This young man provided in papers allegedly, as of January 2021, at a school function, that he would like to kill somebody at a homecoming, a graduation, or something to that nature, and he was going to do it. Someone alerted
state officials about that young man. There was an investigation. What they chose was to use mental health. At the same time, it's a lot of people that's crazy and would do some crazy stuff like that because of based on mental health, but that's not mental health. Somebody told him to say that. He wasn't, he's still a child. He still lived with his parents. You think his parents didn't recognize him? I'm a no first. I gave your mind. I live with you every day. If you're being more depressed or relaxed, or you're in your room, or you're doing something out of your normal or ordinary, I don't know about y'all, but I'm checking on mine. And I will turn you in if I think you are harm to yourself and society.
I was trying to find on my phone. I had
We don't get greater later. I promise y'all. One more device and it's gonna all work. But
these
go ahead.
these things that we suffer through as black people, and we don't respond appropriately to. Now, one of the things I'm feeling is the fact that at some point in time, they always play the violence card, and we always left fucked up. We always have some pastor that's probably running for an election or some shit that sits there and tries to be the next Jesse Jackson and nonviolence, and all that good stuff. And then we always have, even online, everybody that gets super angry and tries to be the next Malcolm X through the internet and shit. These people dead, and 3 of them is wounded.
Yeah,
this is a psychological hit for. It should be for the black community. And I'm not gonna lie, as this transpired, I seen it go out with a fizzle quicker than a little bit, because even now, I'm friends on Facebook.
it's the next day
with
already.
a lot of people, and it's just not. I've had people just basically get mad when, like, they heard that the city was shut down. People was like, "Oh my God!" Like, what do you mean? Black people gathering in large spaces clearly is a bad idea. I have my own feelings on the gun aspect, because I find everybody that is black with a gun that will sit there and threaten somebody about shooting them and did not do anything to stop this issue. I do not I do not respect it
At all.
At all.
I respect
People
none of
who
it.
sitting there saying that we can't do anything about it, because that's where I disagree.
It starts with
people
us
who
first.
just gonna sit there and be scared, because those are the people who gonna tell you everything that can't happen. Oh well, we can't make people do this. We can't. Well, we did this, and you sound like a battered fucking female. And by battered fucking female, is no disrespect to battered women, but it's a way that you know when a woman's been battered, because they start making everything their fault. They start sitting there, oh, it's always something else. It's always something else. It could have been different. Something they could have done different. Yeah. And it's always the simple thing that everybody always knows: get the fuck up out and die. You know what I'm saying? Fight back.
So, but what's the fucking? It has to be a difference. I'm not about to sit here and deal with it. I am one person, but watch me fight.
Dude, we sitting here and we got people in the comments. Like, that's what I be meaning by one person, because it's even the same thing. It's just like even starting a business. You know how it takes one person, and that one person, you be more upset about that one person not sharing than everybody.
Somebody cares.
Something like this is something that's
It's really important.
Spoken of and shared.
And I'm trying to figure out, it's not just about my feelings. It should be just about our feelings.
And not just the tagline in what's going on. Because I thought it was real, like, if everybody understanding and paying attention, It's funny how I've never seen a black judge called for shit until they wanted to appease you motherfucking black people that well that black guy, oh yeah, he put him in jail. Stupid soul. Anybody would have put him in jail. It was an open and shut fucking case, but they had to make sure they called. And he said, I called a judge to rush down here. Right. Oh, you ain't wake up none of the white judges to come look at that motherfucker that did this shit and say everything that you about to say? Oh, that's crazy. So you woke up to black judge. That's cool. That's about you know everybody like black people. They put Byron up there because all you black people love Byron. Just voting for the black people.
Voting for his party ass, and all he's doing is just steer to
what exactly is going to get done about this. Like I said, the pastors is gonna tell you to pray about it. They told you that that's their solution for everything, and that's cool. That's a very valid solution. And that's why I was kind of on you. I would say
tear your ass down
on Christian, but I would say just religious people. That's their idealism. It's pacifist active. It's nobody's gonna do anything because I mean all these commercials that we see, price choppers use the super price, use black people in the little commercials. They all the black people be in all they motherfucking stores working and shit. Motherfuckers love culture vulture and selling this our shit, but I ain't heard a motherfucking store that's not. Oh well, we here at Price Choppers, we stand with you. No motherfucker, what's going on? We cool enough to steal our jeans and our motherfucking sneakers and our motherfucking our swag. And it's not just I say that's why I say people in stores because it's not just one race. But it's anybody.
That's why I said when that man there's I have it outlined.
I have no celebrities right now on the list that's popping off right now. Like this is a mass shooting. Yeah. This is a mass fucking shooting.
It's about people.
They gotta find out how they manage it. Management.
Because right now we're gonna blame it on mental health. There's nothing wrong with that person.
Man, damn what they gonna do. My thing is what we
right. What are we gonna do?
So listen,
how do you feel? Like, what's the plan? What we doing? Fuck the June. Honestly, fuck the Juneteenth right now. That's how I'm saying. Put that to the side. Like that's minimal because that's a celebration. We're still doing that. These people died in the midst of that. What's gonna be? What's the end result for their families?
The end result for their families is not even a damn.
He's gonna get what? Like
no, everybody. Fuck the money. Yeah, I get that shit. Fuck the money.
Honestly, when it comes down to it, that our economy as well too with them black guys.
Fuck the fucking money.
It's not about money.
People who ain't about to do shit use money.
Right.
People who ain't about to do shit pray for shit. People who ain't about to do shit, motherfucker, it's just sit there. Fuck the money. Because the money's not going to go where you think it's going to go anyway. You're going to buy black. What are we going to do? These black people show, like, I mean, it comes down to it. Yes, we will buy black. Yes, this does nothing to help the black families that are here now or the black families that are coming later. Money is not the solution to everything. And when it's not a start. A start is, guess what? These motherfuckers is in your face now. I'm not waiting for you to get your goddamn checkbook. I'm not waiting for this shit to start tomorrow. The next motherfucker who sit there and you got a platform to stand on, what the fuck are you gonna say? Because I'm sitting there looking at all these fucking stats going on all through the fucking news feed. I told everybody, I don't want to see a fucking happy birthday. I don't want to see a fucking, a birthday party. I don't want to see a motherfucking, fuck you mean, my motherfucker. If you really want to represent these people that died, what they put their names on your fucking stack.
All day,
you want to sit there, I'm getting there seeing more bottles of liquor on the motherfucking pages, motherfuckers still smoking, motherfuckers still telling you what the fuck they doing, everybody sharing all that stupid shit. I see a lot of bitches on the motherfucking shit, and I mean bitches not by sexuality, I'm saying bitches by motherfuckers that don't want to fight, sitting there copping pleas already. Oh yeah, we gotta look at ourselves and we gotta do this. Oh my God, I'm from Buffalo and I just know that's just, oh my God, oh my God. What the fuck is that gonna do? We done sat there, did that shit before. Blackouts we done had before. Marches we done had before. Protests we done had before. What the fuck? I've been a part of several blackouts. They're all the same thing. Buy black. That's the only thing a blackout can do. Buy black.
It keeps happening.
That's not what I'm saying.
It's on a different
When I say black,
No, explain the different version of a blackout.
All right, no. So what I'm saying, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about keeping our money, getting this land, protecting that land with our
Explain
lives.
the
You
difference
have to
of
find
what the blackout is.
Because I said unite everybody.
They do that every
They
year.
do that
I said
everything. I will
but
pull
that's the
up on
problem.
Google
How are you
every
gonna do it
program
every
talking
year?
about your shit.
How can you do that every year if you're gonna? I mean, hey, wait a second. When I say blackout, I mean never stop. This is a non-stop thing.
Now,
Like,
once again,
keep our shit to
you didn't hear
ourselves.
what I said. You gotta find like-minded people that's willing to do that. That
Forever,
believes in
forever. I'm willing to
that.
die doing that shit.
They're
bro.
not gonna do that.
If
Okay.
you
It's
still
gonna keep being mass shootings and
if
mass
you still
murders and
getting
mass
bitched around,
takes a
I don't give
shit.
a fuck what you do with your
We
money
do it
because
like
I'm gonna
this.
rob your
And they
lunch
allow
money
it to
with your
happen.
taxes.
They
You
gonna
gotta
do
buy
that.
the land for me.
Bro.
Nigga, it's a vicious cycle. We've done this shit several thousand times. Look it up in the history books. The only idea of blackout came from other blackouts, motherfucker. Like, what nigga, I'm sorry, not motherfucker, not you. But it came from other blackouts. You get what I'm saying? These are examples of things that have already came, went, and stopped. My thing is when, oh when. Insanity is the definition. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over the fuck again.
Why
Ain't
is it
expecting a
different?
difference. I don't give a fuck how many different ways you wrap it up.
It's a cube.
It's the same fucking
a
thing.
Rubik's Cube.
It's the same
But
fucking
see,
program.
this is
So
the
my
difference,
thing
though.
is
Mine's
the
coming
only
with
thing
violence.
that black.
Mine's come with violence.
That's
I got to black out with violence. I want to arm up. I want to weaponize. I want to unite the thugs, the fucking
you think they
Christians,
ain't gonna
and
come
all
back?
the fucking black people.
All the
Listen,
little,
but see,
hold
that's the reason why
on,
you get chopped
all
up
the little,
shit to protect
while
the
you
land,
talking about
it's all
fighting
in one
back,
area.
all these little chicken nuggets and retarded ass people coming out the fucking woodwork, coming up in our communities, killing us, on top of that, spending our U.S. dollars, taxing us to be in this motherfucking whack ass country land, doing us and treating us like second class citizens. And they just showed you.
My thing is
They just
how many.
butt fucked you right
My thing
there.
is this is the
And we
thing
in
right
on
here.
top of the war with Russia, we
How
in a
many-
war within the U.S.
How many people?
Battling, come on
My
now,
thing
let's
is-
keep going.
My thing is the problem.
Hey,
is
let's go.
how many young people do you know? How many young people do you know? Like really can sit there and mentor and be around their bamboo? Because everybody who said that has not done that. My thing is I want you want me to arm up a city. When I can't even trust you to pay your bills on time, I can't trust you to get these guns together and weaponize your own goddamn house.
Oh,
I can't
go
wait.
here.
I can't trust you to get your shit together. So where
I
are
can't even trust
people
myself to be
who are
around
going to
you,
be
period.
leaders? Where are these people that's gonna come through and be leaders? My thing is, if all of that shit is, we all need to, so do it.
Begging to be sheep.
Because I need
Begging.
somebody, and I'm not even being
It's
ignorant.
not
As a teacher for
disrespectful.
8 years, as somebody in the medical field for a little bit of time, because I don't want to be old, but a little bit of time, you learn
You live
through a
and you
leader.
learn.
Everybody
You
in the
learn through
religious
life
field,
lessons,
they say the
period.
same thing. So with whom is that theoretical, because everybody like religion, so who is that theoretical Messiah that's gonna pop up with so good credit, because that's what we need to do, and to own a piece of land because the land is not expensive, because the land is not expensive. One person can do that, and if you do that and show somebody that you have done that, isn't that somebody worth following? But if you are telling me something that you have not done yet, therefore I don't understand, sir, why I would go to you. I wouldn't go to a mechanic that's learning with me.
If you find a group of like-minded people.
We can all think Toyota,
hold.
but we can all think Toyota, my nigga. But like, I
It's
need
not
somebody
gonna
who knows what
happen.
they're doing.
Pay attention to this though, man.
Okay.
This is not something that just started yesterday. I mean, listen, honestly, fam, like, I mean, she knows. She's on my Facebook. I don't have any, nobody likes my statuses because I say the truth all day, every day. This is not something I just started on.
That's dope.
I all day, every
This
day.
is what
like,
we
yo,
do.
listen, fuck that. You need to do this. We need to do that. Listen, y'all need to stop getting on here doing that. Look, when I hear these rappers rap about killing each other, I need to hear you talking
I
about
get
buying
that.
just as many crooked cops.
I get that.
Or buying just as many
The
hits.
land, do you own it?
Listen, nah. But my
Okay,
people own it.
it's super.
I
I know my
own it.
peoples. It's super easy to buy land wherever the hell you want.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, and not just here. If you want to be one of them down to earth black people, and everybody going to Africa or however the hell you want to transport or whatever you want to do, it's land that's viable there. It's a whole lot of viability, but when it comes down to it, if you are not, it's like somebody who's not a homeowner. How can you tell me I need to go buy a home?
All right, so let me ask you this. With this,
Wait, no, answer that.
Huh.
If you're a homeowner, if you're not a homeowner, how can you tell me I'm supposed to go buy a home? Ain't that what that just everybody strives for? They go to work and so
I
they
mean,
can buy a house,
I
but they
feel
don't.
what, but this is the point of what I'm saying. When I say blackout, I mean like when I say stuff like that, like listen, I have an uncle with pretty good credit. If I was to do something like, I mean, like if we was to black out as a community, he would do something like be able to buy the next door. And next door, when I say next door, it's like a couple acres.
What is that?
Hold on, wait, listen.
The children. That's hat.
The people. Hold on. Listen, you gotta give me the opportunity though, bro. Like, I mean, you don't even hear the full idea, but you want to discredit. No. And that's a good thing. That's another thing about black people. We don't like to hear us out. So like, all right, boom. He does something like buy, whatever. No, matter of fact, I'm not gonna say he buys. I'm gonna say that this blackout that I'm talking about, because we're going back to that. People black out. They pool their money together. They pool their money together.
I just would shift it to our other cameras because our stream pro.
So like, I mean, you pull your money together, right? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I mean, and take this money, and now you go to the uncle with the good credit. He goes and buys the property around himself with the money.
Right.
With his
My
credit,
child
with the money.
is dead
And
now.
then-
My mother is dead now. My father is dead now. I'm not rocking with you for a goddamn 20-year plan.
But
What
you
are
know
we
what?
doing now?
Listen,
Because this is
but
the
I've been
topic
saying this
tonight.
for about 10 years.
Tonight, the topic
I've been saying
is
this for 10 years.
about these people who just got shot down.
Right.
And what are we going to do about it now?
Right.
In 10 years, this just happened now. Sir, my black king, what I'll say what are you doing right now? This shit happened 2 days ago. What are you doing now?
Right
I
now.
don't want to hear about a plan that's going to happen down the line. Right now, these people, bam, shot one of your people down. What are you going to do now? You're going to wait for
that you're
25
doing
years?
right now. Each one teach one. I'm doing the same thing that you're doing right now. I am teaching my community how to get ahead.
We ain't doing the same. I've been teaching my community. Like I said, I legally teach my community as a teacher. But when it comes down to it, sir, sometimes there is action that needs to be done.
Right.
Teaching is dope. Teaching,
you-
everybody does. There is action that needs to take place. So all I'm saying is, what are we doing to defer somebody from coming up the next time
And doing the same
and doing the same shit? If not worse, are we working on our portfolios or are we
Here, watch this man. Sit here.
Arm
arm up? Is
Praying-
cute. We got
praying
all
I
these people with guns now,
Arm
which is all these people are already armed up. That's cute. What are we going to do? Who is going to lead? I just asked you. Who is going to be this theoretical messiah? Who is going to lead? Who is going to sit there and be the formula that you are stating? Who is armed up? We sat there and let the boys' home on Ferry get bought up by a whole nother race. This is a fortress. There is no in, there is no out. We cannot be seen. This is something that is okay, cool. This has happened. That is past. We can't do anything about it, right? So now these people are dying now. Should I talk about the fortress? No, I shouldn't. I should be talking about these people who passed now. We should be talking about if you want to do something. I don't even say violent. I said, what are we doing to deter? Guess what? The internet is an amazing thing. The news is an amazing thing. Are we doing okay, cool. Right. Are we gonna do the visuals that we actually need to do and nobody's gonna sit there and be trying to be behind the microphone on the stage? Are we gonna take these families? There's funerals that need to happen. Or are we gonna keep feeding the funeral fund that happens at True Bethel every time? They make money off of every death that we have in this damn thing. Listen, what are we doing? How are we doing this? Who the fuck is the leader? Who the fuck is the leader? Because the leaders out here that's doing this shit now is preposterous and breaking. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
They are sent here to calm you down. So my thing is, if there was a plan of action, there is a way that just like they voted out everybody that actually was doing something for us, the senators that were, the mayors that were, bam, boom, there is a way to expunge these people out of office. Out of office right now. Guess what? That's worth a lot more than the fucking money. Listen, we expunge these motherfuckers office. Guess what? That's now. That's right now. We can do that right now. This motivation that's going on right now, we can do that right now. We are victims of a mass shooting. We should redo everything. All of our laws and everything just like every other city that's a victim of a fucking mass shooting. This is not going to get wiped under the fucking rug.
They gonna keep.
And
honestly,
are we
I'm
gonna keep
not
allowing
even
it?
saying
I don't
that
know. The blackout is a bad idea.
No,
I'm saying my thing is I get it. That's long term. That will be long term. I understand the finances. I understand how that works. That will be long term, and by long term I mean longer than a name will disappear. Longer than you can hear somebody gets choked out and all of a sudden it's funny again. See, longer than these shits happen, that shit takes longer than that. So we don't got that time.
and them
People can't even tell you what the hell. People can't even go back to George Floyd. Do you understand? This man got murals. This man is I'm sorry. This man got murals. This man is a person. People now don't even remember George.
This is why you can't do long term though, bro. Like
they don't understand.
That's what we're arguing.
But this
They don't understand.
This is why
it's good until they tired of speaking for themselves.
But what I'm saying is you can't do short term without long term.
I'm tired of typing making these mad.
That's a good long term plan.
It's a plan.
That's a good long term
people that
plan.
think like
Why
did
like
you?
this is what I'm saying.
Because
Why
people don't care enough. They're already busy joking about fucking tops right now. There's nobody that's standing with us, man. You have to have a long-term plan. You have to fucking start holding these fucking rappers accountable.
And this is one thing.
What
I'm about to do,
teaching us to hate our damn selves.
what I'm about to
for the
do
long
right
term,
now,
right? In the
and
long term,
show
when
you
this
right
happens
now.
again, we were ready to fight these niggas.
Listen, King. Listen, King. Understand this.
The long term.
You said there's nobody paying attention. You get a lot of excuses. You said, but you just went from this is some shit you said you do on your page. You went from using a pronoun said I to what did you just say? Nobody listening to who?
I'm in the fourth.
You said us. Didn't you? No, listen. You just said nobody's listening to us. You see how quick I changed from us? No, listen. You said yes, you did. You said nobody's listening to us.
On our Facebook page.
No.
When you go to our Facebook page.
No, not even Facebook. I'm talking about out of your mouth, bro. The shit that you speaking. People are listening. And when it comes down to us, guess what us just changed to? Me and you sitting here, we done sat here talk. Now we become a us. Now we sitting here talking about this, we became a we. Now everything that you saying about nobody listening and we can't make any is motherfucking out the window. Because guess what? All I need to do is keep talking to motherfuckers. You can call it manifestation because that's what I believe. But when it comes down to it,
I say change the
however people say, pray for it, change the narrative, whatever you use to call it. All it means is
I'm not about to be no sheep.
We are not alone.
We are not.
We are ram, not sheep.
Right.
We are kings and queens. I am not a fucking pauper. Don't nobody make my motherfucking rules, and they won't. So when it comes down to it, yes. Everybody, we gotta beat them out their own game. Why? You know what? You know one thing my motherfucking siblings used to do when they did not want to play the game? Yeah. I'm sitting there,
turn it off.
Look, watch this. You sitting there, we all sitting here trying to use our brain to figure this shit out. We like, yeah, I'm gonna get through here, boom, then I hit this many pieces, I'm gonna drop this down. We using our brain. You know what my motherfucking little sister used to do? Knock the fucking game off the table. Guess who fucking won? She did. My dumb ass was trying to go through the fucking system, figure this shit out when all I had to do was break the fucking system. Right. See, what you saying is cool. That's long term and that's dope because once we get to the point where we are able to make these things happen because they are not scared. They are not. See, the problem is they're fearful of losing us more than they're scared.
We contribute
to
their
you can sit there and say everything. I take your biggest, baddest, all of these people. Because I was just arguing with somebody else. They was like, I'm taking
we contribute to their motherfucking greatness.
Yeah, I was just arguing with somebody today on Facebook. Everything like, all of the people over there, you said, the guns, all of the people over there that's really about it is locked up.
The biggest problem of why they're doing it is that they're afraid that we don't do what we want.
They sit there and let somebody get big and bad.
I've been saying this for a long time, but this is my thing.
In
my very first original plan, like what I used to feel like a blackout should be, would be everybody just don't go to work. I'm not about to sit there.
That's how you
no. Yeah, but see, everybody's like, oh,
always
what are we gonna do about our money and this and that? I was like, put together,
build our own shit.
You feel me? Like, do your own shit. You feel me? Like, start farming, start doing.
But you know what? It's just like listen. The thing with that is, it's just like that. And I tell people, I believe in that. Anybody who know me, they know I believe in this. I have my own movements going on and things that we're doing. But the one thing is, it's like the game that you playing is basically like a romance thing, bro. It's like, yeah, the long term is there. We gotta do something real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're doing that as we're going. But guess what? That chick ain't never gonna come over to you if you don't already look like you got a goddamn job, a house, a car. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, give these motherfuckers something to look after. This is why I'm saying, who is going to be the one to rise up? Now my thing is, who's gonna beat me to the top? See, my thing is, if you gonna sit there and talk about, oh yeah, we need to grow our own food, why the fuck we ain't out here growing our own food?
This is the biggest problem. This is why
we can't bring nobody to us. We can't show them the product.
Why this shit's happening, and then I'm gonna break it down about why it's gonna get better, but it's gonna go revert back to the same thing. Okay. They scared of us. Now, I don't know about all of y'all. They scared of us. What we all possess is the Eve gene. Being mitochondrially blessed individuals, we have what is called the Eve gene. And if we understood what that greatness was, because if you go back to it all, we taught irrigation, plant, we already had gold, all that when they came, right? If we actually understood that and fought back, and then I told you, I say it buys into them being how great they are. That's what if we understood that and actually did what we say we were talking about, and it actually manifested out and planned exactly how it was. That's why they're doing it. But they understand that through the systematic racism, people blaming mental health, drug use, and all the other typical stereotypes of what they say the Black American is. Oh, we just gonna pray about it and keep shucking and jiving. That's what the problem is. And it's not going to work. There is no reason there was no Harlem Renaissance and there was a Black Wall Street, and that those towns no longer exist because what happened? They recognized that those people, which was a full-on fucking culture, the black elegance, they were the Black Honor Society, basically. They drowned us. They drowned towns and cities. I didn't went all into this today. They didn't buck broke our men. They have deculturalized women where they make us feel that our naturally kinky culture here, our skin is not even beautiful, and our kids are one kid is better than the other based on skin. So when we gonna stop doing that, and we understand what the fuck we are born into. And when we really get tired of it, because right now we getting buck broke. We didn't went from everything. We have been nurses, slaves, whores, comforters, bucks, studs, dames, all that shit. Prostitutes, quadroons, mulattoes, and there's no shout out to none of that. They always gave us our own class. Is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Once we understand our greatness. And actually
and somehow we're gonna get this placed up on the thing. Catherine Cat Macy, 72, was an advocate for civil rights. Mm-hmm. Roberta Drury, 32. Ruth Whitfield, 86. Celestine Cheney, 65. Hurley Young, 77.
We are focused on things that don't matter. We keep giving praise and bullshit appeasing notions.
Marcus Demps. Aaron Salter Jr., 55. Jerry Chapman Taylor.
Aaron Salter.
Hayward Patterson. I want everybody to make sure this is gonna be feeding through at some point in time, and I want everybody to make sure that they like I said, I am one of them people who said, if you want to speak on anything that's going on,
or have your spin on things, if you want to converse about the things that are going on, let us know.
to us, somebody will always answer. How we choose to go, everybody needs to know something needs to shake.
You feel me? And these people that's been injured, these
people who have been shot, I want everybody to understand it is nothing short of terrorism. It is a direct act of genocide towards black people, and I am not stating anything less than
Yes. I'm gonna say it again one more time because
react the same way,
keep talking. We're gonna speak some people.
use the same energy, understand and look at the same people that are not in your corner. I know I can see stats. I have 5,000 friends on Facebook. Hey, but my thing is, I'm going through my timeline. And I'm not one of them people who just going through my timeline. I done hit the recent. I done had to refresh. I done logged out, logged back in, just to try to get a good scramble of like different stats that I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? Beat the algorithm a little bit. See if somebody in my news feed is talking something about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm noticing that a lot of people from out of the state is talking about this. And I'm noticing the people in Buffalo is like they still talking about where
cool
we're going yesterday. Even yesterday, people were still looking for bottles where everybody at last night.
I wasn't trying to. I couldn't stomach. I couldn't eat. I cried as if I died.
Listen,
it's crazy because my post.
At this point, we all motherfucking family. Why you ain't feeling the same way we feel? That shit had me feeling like that. I told you I'm sorry.
I'm like, go take a look at my page. Like, I mean, just 4 days before this, I'm like, yo, listen, like, I mean, y'all all be like, yo, look, no justice, no peace, and then don't get justice and be peaceful. Like, you know, y'all been doing this for years. And I mean, I just said this like 4 or 5 days ago. If you go through my timeline, I am always talking about like, yo, listen, y'all need
spread love.
I
don't care nothing about bearing arms. Y'all don't care about protecting our homes and protecting our own people. This wasn't no able-bodied you, me, and him. These were elderly people behind your back being shot or caught off guard, getting out of car, minding their own business, thinking I'm about to rush and go get
on my page. One of the biggest things that I put out is that, and I want to hold everybody to that.
I'm still mad at
I would like if anybody, and I believe that it's time for a new regime, just a whole new black activist mindset.
And we not playing the race card.
I'm not talking
we
about
pissed the fuck off
because I am out here. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. And what I mean by that is I love it because we need to start the invention of the car. You're not taken aback by old ideas. You get what I'm saying? You're building on them. So at no point in time am I saying anything about the older activists, but it's a certain time where you can't see the same damn activists. That was cool back when we kept talking about civil rights. That's dope. Okay, cool. The new activists, we got new things going on. We got the internet. We got different. We got a whole lot of sex trafficking going on. I don't hear nobody talking about that.
That's next.
Like everything's coming in waves and droves, and we have nobody that's standing there to actually do it. And my thing is, these business owners and a lot of personalities that we work with and we've been trying to speak with and things like that. I understand the monotony of the game. Like y'all trying to sit there and how do I do this? But then some of y'all being greedy, talking about how can I spin this into a financial gain, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, one part of you is business, but at the same time, is all I'm saying is if you bless, what a gift. It's a situation that needs to be blessed. Money is cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be donations and things you can do to all of these families and everything. And that's gonna be dope. But what gift are you giving that you can actually give to this movement if there even be one.
Man.
Business people need to contact me. Like, I mean, if it's a difference to really be made.
First of all,
I got people coming in
we
from
are
other states.
we a brand
And shout out to not even other states, from across the seas coming over. I mean, after hearing about this, because she resides in Buffalo, she's actually flying back from another continent.
Yeah,
I have people to talk about
me.
this. They're gonna be coming in, and we're gonna actually try to get something where we sit down. I mean, to me, everybody knows Jefferson area means something different. If you know Casanova, you know it means something different to me. My grandfather, Sammy Lee West, he raised me over in that Apollo. You know what I'm saying? Teaching me even all of this audio stuff and going over there and teaching me about, you know what I'm saying, the community over there. My family is heavy in the fruit belt. And which, I'm sorry, the fruit belt, if anybody comprehends, because I had an argument with somebody, they say, oh, it's still a fruit belt. No, there is not. There's a medical part. Listen,
the medical corridor.
Medical corridor. I'm
Right.
sorry. It's not even a park, it's a hallway.
It is.
When it comes down to it, like, they done took all of our shit.
They're gonna keep taking it.
And they're gonna keep doing it because everybody here is getting a little bit lax, very submissive. Even for, I find it very suckerish for somebody to rely on somebody else versus not relying on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So people telling me like, oh well, all the real steppers in jail. That just means what the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Oh well, everybody talk about it, won't be about it. Then be about it because I'm trying to figure out. Maybe I'm looking for somebody that I can jump on for it. Everybody can't be the idea starter, but they can always jump onto an idea if there's something to jump on. Nobody's gonna jump behind the food program of we all getting together and we all growing our own food if ain't nobody motherfucking growing their food. Because guess what? The hardest thing to fucking find, the fucking farmer in the fucking city. So how the fuck we all growing our own food if ain't nobody learning?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We can
start there. That's quicker. That's something quicker. These vocations and things like that we speak of is quicker than the finances because the finances naturally go down and we can buy that because that naturally will happen. We get stuck on trying to buy buildings from these Caucasians when I'm sorry I was trying to keep from saying all of that, but charged to my head, not my heart. Listen, but you know what I'm saying? We still trying to, no matter how these people come up with these great ideas, these black people always end up having to go back to the
We have to revert back. We have to go back to working back.
We have to give them their money.
We have to give them our money to give them our money.
Talking about it and was about it, and I just sat there and built me and grew me some vegetables in my yard because I got a big ass yard, and I just talked around my motherfucking neighborhood like, yo, I'm selling vegetables.
Focus on the wrong things that don't matter.
Like,
and we can
that stuff that can transpire.
Right.
But everybody needs to. It's a thing of right now. It's an action to be taken. And
we need to do
like
something.
I said,
Just sit here and make this
going on. These names that I just named off, and we need to keep repeating. Like I'll say
them again.
We need to be, you know what I'm saying?
Again.
Go ahead and say the names again.
Go ahead and say them again. We did our normal pride time, but this is way bigger than that. You know what I'm saying?
I will definitely repeat these names.
Most definitely repeat their names. Like I said, the devil been real busy with our technical issues. We ain't had technical issues in a long time, if y'all remember.
Catherine Cat Macy, 72. Roberta Drury, 32. Ruth Whitfield, 86. Celestine Cheney, 65. Pearlie Young, 77. Andre McDaniel, no age. Marcus Dimps. Aaron Salter Jr., 55. Jerry Chapman Taylor. And Hayward Peterson. These are the names of the people.
We have did a montage, so I don't even have to play that back behind it. But as you see what our thing is for tonight is praying for our city. We gonna keep making posts about this random moments. I don't give a shit if I stand out there, fight, build, something gonna happen because it's gonna have to stop. It has to stop. I feel like I said they walked in. It was like you said, we're on the thug sick chat. Walk around, they flip flops. Let the girls sell Lucy's and cigarettes. Nobody seen this random sore out thumb. Come in here and just start shooting people.
I mean, the way that he did it wasn't like,
it was just open.
I honestly give it to everybody. It was no way to know that. Like,
I'm just saying,
literally pulled up, and as soon as he popped out, started shooting from the front, and
He still
killed the
stick out like
officer
a sore thumb.
because the officer did,
And he did
was
protect
shooting,
him.
like,
He
you know
did
what I'm
shoot him.
saying?
He
And,
they're like I said, they're unblind, they're blinded heroes because they didn't know they was gonna be heroes like that. Yeah. They didn't realize they were gonna be heroes. He did shoot him. He shot him multiple times. He just had his pots and pans on that day. That shit is horrible. That shit is sad. And everybody went right back to normal. Like nothing was gonna matter.
I was always in this mode, though. I just wish everybody else would constantly keep this fire under them. Like,
Everybody ain't you and me.
Never forget, bro. I still think about Trayvon Martin, bro.
I think we'll all of them.
When people prayed for Trayvon Martin, you want to know what happened? You want to know what their prayers did? Zimmerman sold that gun to a Klan member and got rich.
You know how many times
They just not giving Emmett Till
you
his
know what?
praise.
Listen, you know what
They
praying.
just not giving Emmett Till his
And
praise.
I'm sorry to say this, but you know what praying done got us?
Absolutely.
More and more praying. You know how many times I done had to pray in the last couple of years because somebody was like, "Dad, this person died." How many times I had to lay my head down and be like, "Oh, pray," and I'm sitting here with all these people praying. But you know what keeps happening? If the only thing that's gonna come out of killing somebody is a prayer, that's why people find this so easy. Religion, you just gonna pray.
Nobody want to go to cop out. Nobody want to go to HBCU and learn how to,
I
get a
feel
degree, but go get,
My thing is
build
not even
their own shit.
HBCU.
It's not even that. No, that was our thing growing up. Yeah. I went to an HBCU. He went to HBCU. You know what I'm saying? That to us, that was, I don't know for you, but for me, that was considered black excellence. I watched my grandparents go. I watched them. I knew what it was. My grandmother showed me fellowship, and when I mean fellowship, I watched that lady go into churches and build scholarships and teach black kids how to go on college tours and build things and and be great Americans. She knew what it was. She knew what it was to come from. She knew how they treated us. I think we forgot that. I think with lace fronts and made ready-made bodies and all that other bullshit that comes in and say that we dope and unless you really know that and find out who you really are. I think they gonna continue to say it's continue to do stupid crazy shit like that. And they call us the crazy ones. I argued the other day. Or earlier today, I said they were most. Oh, I forgot. Give me 2 seconds. Well, I argued that I argued about the DNA black excellence. I gotta go back down. Give me a second. I gotta go back to black excellence. And I'm recognizing beyond our greatness.
They really do think that we're animals.
They think that we animals. They think we're nothing. I just think that they've gotten to a point where they got us so melancholy and so nonchalant. Like, okay, we gave them just enough peace. You know what I'm saying? Time to take them back because they getting beside themselves. They recognize it. They get too beside themselves. What happens if that's why they're trying to kill us and do all this crazy stuff to us?
If you're
and it's not for the white. Hold on, because it's not for the white people or the other races that are for us. Because I genuinely believe in certain people are for us, and then some people just blend in just because. I just think that is like interviewed by, you know what I'm saying? I think that certain people are just they're an entity by themselves, but then there's just other people that just blend in just because hey, society says that should be my friend. Because there's always that one. I have a black friend. Or I have a Puerto Rican friend, or I have an Italian friend. It's always one of those. So I think that they do. I don't blame it on them.
My thing is, I don't want to make it seem like
it's not about it's about an animal and a monster.
I adjust this all the time. Like I'm talking to the white supremacists
that teach their children hate.
Did this? Not even that.
Yeah,
I'm talking to
supremacy starts at home. I get what you're saying. I'm talking to the white supremacists. Start watching us. Oh, they watch us. They most definitely do.
Peyton.
They most definitely watch us.
I'm talking about him and what he did to the people I just named. I feel like this is something I've never had experience in.
Never played with it.
I'm over 30 plus. I haven't experienced nothing like this. Especially in my adult years, where I literally I say what I feel. Like this is a direct. It's been a direct attack, a genocidal attack against Black people. There was planning. There was.
Would you refer to
direct
this?
target.
Would you safely refer to this as a domestic genocide?
I mean,
This
I don't
was
like restraining it to like a place, but sure.
I'm not just one place because it is. Actually, it is. This shit only happens in the United States. Well, I mean, the mass shootings where they freely do this shit. In other countries, they just go around bucking and killing your ass. I'm not saying like that. I'm saying this is domestic genocide. It is. It's not confined to just for Buffalo, New York. They kill Black people in other places. We know that. They're just trying to play it off.
It's been a plan.
They've been soft playing this our whole life.
Because when it comes down to it, like even down to the same teachings, no matter how much we know about like.
We don't even know what we know as much as we can find. Put it like that. We know as much as we can find.
I feel like we know more when we got a plan to do.
High five. High five. I just told somebody I moved to Liberia, like Marcus Garvey said, in the first place, or where Akon just built that city, where he the president and manufacturer. Where Jay-Z and them went and built them water tunnels. I would rather live there, because then I can understand my culture and my people, and we would be honestly, I would feel more embraced. Because I would be so enthralled with trying to figure it out because I was there. You know what I mean? I'm in the moment.
I'd rather figure out.
Rub this shit in my skin.
My thing is, I'd rather figure out. I mean,
rub the dirt in my skin.
I'd rather figure out how the hell, until I can get to that point, how the hell I can fix where the fuck I'm at. Because this is where we laying down every night. I can't lay down in the house if the window broke out. I just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? I can't lay down in the house.
Stuff is like going to the grocery store.
Right. And right now, the lock has been kicked the fuck off the door.
Now y'all saying we can't go to the grocery store.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to figure out how's everybody else feeling safe right now. Like everybody gonna relax, everybody gonna lay down, but I mean we done sat there and in the last couple of years we done sat there and watched them kill us left and right. And by again, I don't mean Caucasians. I mean the white supremacists that I'm speaking
about. The crazy ass people that think that people that aren't them
these people
better than everybody else
over and over again. And now we're sitting here watching it kick up to an extra level because this is a mass shooting now. This ain't just one name that we got to shout out. We have to shout out 10 to 13 names of what transpired, plus everybody who was in there that had been going through this.
On top of predominantly,
and this is before even mentioning the fact that the man was actually selecting Black people. That's why I want to. That's why I didn't like how they said predominantly Black, because he in the video. And again, I do not.
I think that was off of being politically correct.
Watch it.
To say that predominantly, that's
I wouldn't have watched it. But in the video, like when you ignore and you have to say sorry to somebody, because I'm not gonna shoot you, my bad. And go ahead and shoot somebody else.
Boils me. Like I can't even.
It's a whole different level.
And I'm thinking on it. Like I mean, I like the analogy about the door getting kicked and everything like that. And a lot, but see, we never had a lock. Like this is never our house. They always had a key. So like what he just did, he did kick in the door because it was that right there was you can't make that. He did.
No, we had our lock. We had our lock. We got lock, chains, buck, lock.
I think that lock. I feel like this is the new lock. I feel like we need to start going around. You see, like you know how basically, you know how they do us. Like with Tamir Rice, he was out there playing with a toy gun. Some white person called him. He was suspicious.
They're trying to justify
I don't think
why
they call and be like, yo, that's a suspicious white person.
The problem is that we are okay with them justifying open slaughter. That's the problem.
What are you here for? We feel threatened. Are you armed? I don't need to call the cops to do all this. I've seen enough of cops. They searched me enough to where I know the procedure. I don't go over here and citizen arrest. This why you do.
We should be the people that scared of y'all. While y'all up here clutching y'all pearls and making our kids and everything feel indifferent. While y'all up here clutching y'all pearls and clutching y'all bags and being scared and calling the police and killing us. We should be the ones, because y'all the ones did this to us. We didn't ask to be put here. And quite as kept, I'll divulge into that on another one, because it's not what that's about. But we should be the ones clutching our pearls. As a matter of fact, we do. Little do y'all know. We clutch our pearls. We gotta clutch our pearls every day, because we don't know if we're gonna come the fuck home. We don't know if our brothers gonna come home. We don't know if our wives, at this point, we don't know if our grannies. Shit. We might as well worry about them fucking pets too. If they black pets. I think it's a black pet. I think it's a crack. You don't know. Stop. Our own people need to stop doing that. Stop judging people unless you know something for real.
My thing is, if y'all not,
I'm not gonna do nothing no way.
If you're not gonna step up and be somebody, please stop telling people they can't. I don't need you, because me personally, that goes into being around like-minded people. Stop telling people they can't. Just because you can't don't mean I can't or we can't. It's differences on what's going on. Because the difference is between me and you, I'm gonna fight the fuck back.
I'm tired of hearing.
And I feel like this mass shooting is something. Yeah, and I feel like this mass shooting is a platform to change all new activists and yes, really get some justice for these people. And I feel like it's a time matter. Yes, I don't want none of the names to go down on the wayside. I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, they caught the person, so we good. No, they just showed that they can catch the person. Listen, first of all, they caught this person and he's still alive. That's crazy. That's crazy in itself.
I've heard black people,
but then it's because they got grenades. He has grenades. Them same people who say, oh my God, what do you got tactical gear on? Is the same one that play Call of Duty. No, the same one that play Call of Duty. While y'all talking about he had grenades, people that when the terrorist attack came, a whole plane of people attacked those people with bombs. They didn't care. They fought back. The people fought back. What I'm saying is, it's time for us to fight back.
Didn't they just have a shootout at the gas station last month?
It probably did.
Did he actually kill a cop? Did that guy actually kill a cop? No, but they shot at him a bunch of times.
They shot at him 100 times, and he ain't dead, but we thought he was.
I mean, listen, they had that shootout.
What I'm saying is, it's not that we're not prepared for regular life, and we know that all people are not going to act like-minded like us. They're going to still be ignorant and ghetto and still be arguing and shooting and fighting instead of trying to figure it out, work it out, and move on, because life's too short, apparently. We can see, because they were telling y'all, we just don't understand. Y'all just don't get it. I feel like, but y'all let this man walk around with a little paper apron and shit. I feel like he took a bath. When it comes down to how long it's gonna be, like how long it's gonna take. You don't even want to know how he should be in prison right now. It's just funny how the game has changed to even. I was talking a little while ago how people aren't going up to the people they have problem with. They're automatically not even into that anymore. They're going into groups and crowds and killing each other. And I just find that outrageous. It's just a total difference. And people mental and things. What if he had a really, truly, honestly succeeded in everything that was in that manifesto? It would have been way more black people. Way more people. I don't think it would have been just black people. And what I mean by black people, I'm talking about Hispanic people. I think it would have just been a thing. I'm not sure what's going on. He has so much, right? There's so much stuff. It's so much hatred. This is not mental health. Mental health is something else. Mental health is something else.
I've already been having this fight with pharmaceutical America.
This gives me very much Melendez brothers, how they played out doing their thing.
And what they're doing to her right now, and the fact that they killed Dr. Sheedy, who was really caring people. They want us to pay them forever. It's so many things that we have stacked against us, man. Like, I mean, we need to be our own iron fist. You are so right, bro. I mean, like, I get tired of looking at people that's asking me, like, what are you doing? Man, I've been to City Hall so many times, man. Like, listen, I didn't actually talk to Byron Brown about doing something in our community, man. Like, and I was passing hors d'oeuvres. I was literally there just passing hors d'oeuvres. I was a runner for, I basically, I was at a catering company, Magnolia Events. And we did this thing for Byron Brown. And like they was asking what they was gonna do with the surplus of money, and they talking about getting a statue. I'm like, yo, we don't have anything to do with the east side. So like, but that's not doing anything because I don't have my community behind me, bro. Like I have me, but I only have one voice. I'm only so strong. I need y'all to believe that the thing that we need y'all to do is like, I mean, each one teach one, but be willing to learn. Don't be stuck on a 7-second algorithm to where you can't get past a subject that consists of more than 7 seconds to get across.
Like I said, my thing is getting people, and it's more perceivable to get people who actually see that you've achieved what you're trying to tell them to do. And my thing is, at this point in time, we need people that are going to level up and get to that point because these people out here is visual now. They're the age of internet and TikTok and shit. So we need to move, and we need people that can actually stay with the changing times. It's time for new leadership. It's time for this. It's time for this shit to change. And like I said, stay tuned to the page because this is not something that will not be an active rebuttal, whether there's a march, whether there's a protest, whether there's a sit down.
Whether there was any further action, this is still going to go on again.
It's a Buffalo thing. I need to go back to where this man was born and protest there because I feel like this is some place that this came out of. And I'm sorry, why am I protesting Buffalo when
it's in their air.
Buffalo is?
It's their air.
Nobody in Buffalo
they breathe. It's their air.
So it's like, damn. Okay, let's go to see where this motherfucker's manufactured, and let's go protest out there. You know, right? And forget the black out. Let's go there and like let's put some black in. Because clearly ain't no black people out there.
Ain't no black people out there.
They feel like they can come through here and do this.
So, people don't care.
It
could have been something so minute. It could have been something so minute as people liking your personality more than what he like his, because he's just socially awkward.
Or they ain't really never seen a black person.
It's an alien.
I still went to it.
I went to college.
I went from HBCU to a private white college, and I had plenty of friends who were coming from all over who have never seen a black person in person. And it sounds crazy, but we're only thinking about that. I'm not even talking about being.
No, I'm just saying
that they just really
they've never seen a black person in African,
like in their country clubs and in their like where they reside. They've never seen a black person before, so it's a lot easier to murder
something you've
never seen.
That's not normal.
You could sit there and say this is a video game.
Well, that's how it. Well, that's where he put it on a video game in the street.
I'm sorry.
To me, it looked like a interactive video game, like one of them Oculus.
No, an interactive video game looks like that. They base interactive video games on that.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Well, I don't know.
Backwards.
I don't know. I don't.
Most people say that.
I didn't even watch it. It's been 16. I can't do it.
Most people say that.
I think you're a sick individual. You sit there and watch it over and over again.
This is shit that military people actually do.
Yeah.
So it's not like everybody keeps trying to chalk it up to these video games. No, this is shit that really happens when the SWAT team goes into your house. It's not, but the difference is we call it stream, but when somebody breaks into a house, the police have a
body cam on,
and it's recorded. This motherfucker was that's part of his outfit.
He had no body cam too.
My thing is, I think people are getting mostly caught up in the fact that this man broadcasting it all over. It's part of his tactical gear. My thing is, if I go into the police precinct and I go put on a whole police outfit, part of the fucking gear is the goddamn thing. My thing is damn that. It's the fact that this man clearly had something against. He researched where there is all black people.
Yes, he
This
googled that.
predominantly. I don't want to get this.
Can we get into it before we end this show tonight? Can we get into that?
Like how
Can we get into that? He googled that. He googled it. Well, it's not, he googled it. He googled where it was predominantly.
You came
where
out.
It wasn't him there.
He had a partner.
Thought he wasn't.
He only started early. This is the only reason
Because
why
he
it's
planned
all
this
crazy,
shit out
because
during
it
the
was
day.
him and a partner that was supposed to do it, and
there's other people.
late, and he could not. He started by himself.
Yes.
We had to
Got
go
excited.
and get the other person that was with him, and then on top
Where
of
is that
that,
person?
there was other shootings that happened that was quote unquote allegedly involved with this, and they're trying to figure out if it was all a strategic plan.
I
Now,
think it
my
was.
thing is, if
But I
all
don't
of
mind
these
my
places
business, though.
are black places, how
But the
much
Love and Friends
strategic
concert,
plan do you
It was
need?
just at a
Like,
church.
this is not something where they're going to mix
Supposedly.
places. They're going to places with black people.
Yes.
And I feel like black people aren't taken serious
Honestly,
enough.
people.
And I feel like, I mean, on both levels, like
Here's the
staying in the
irony.
house or even saying what they're gonna do about it, or
Here's the
saying
irony.
going
If
on with their daily
He
lives.
planned. He started early in the day because he had a date of. He had a planned a day of like mayhem where he just was gonna kill a person of color. But here's the irony in this: had he did that day, Justin Bieber's concert was that day downtown. There was a gospel concert that happened in that area. All of this shit happened on that day. Had he successfully did all of that in his day of mayhem, where he thought he was gonna be the king, because that's basically he thought he was gonna be on top of the world, and he was gonna get killed that day.
My thing is, if this wasn't a planned out thing, people go in and
It's
they
planned
plan
out, and
on-
somebody
they
helped
plan
them.
on getting
I said what I
shot.
said.
They plan on death by cop. If you knew that you wasn't going to die, yeah,
He
that's
knew
the
he
only
was gonna
time.
die.
Hold on,
At
if you
10:30,
knew that
he
you
gonna
weren't,
get killed.
if you knew that you weren't gonna die, that's the only time you were planning ahead. Right? If I knew I was going to the top to shoot everybody up, it was a chance of me dying. This is a mass
I'm gonna
shooting.
die right
I'm gonna
here.
die.
Then if
I
he didn't die
wouldn't
at
have
something, he was gonna
something
die at
coming up
McDonald's.
at
It was
6 o'clock,
premeditated.
you know what I'm saying? I
It
wouldn't have
was
had
most
something
definitely.
because I knew I was gonna walk out of that. Now, coincidentally, this guy is captured, not killed. He has a tactical weapon. There is no way you're telling me this man was talked
And he
down,
was
this
helped.
man
He's
was
a child.
any
He's
of that.
18. He
But
just
when
got
it
all
comes
that
down
shit.
to it, he's a man. When it comes down to it, he was gonna go
Somebody helped
and
his
go
ass.
somewhere else. He got picked up without getting killed.
Right.
They,
He
I
came
swear
back.
to God,
I swear.
I really thought FedEx was taking care of him. This man didn't get no bump bruises. He was in
He
there.
didn't get beat up with no
He got
eye.
taken, and somehow
He got a
three
bad.
other things happened that day.
The shit we see him, the nigga had a cloth robe. He has
I don't know about y'all.
He's
I
sitting
don't
over
see
there at
movies, but I
ECMC,
know
take
that,
to a
like,
bed,
shit,
because
I
they giving
think
him a
it's
medical
hell. I need to
evaluation.
chop off
Because they gonna play off the fact that he just murdered us and slaughtered us and just killed us and it was cool. And he's still winning at the end of the day because he left out with his life. Somebody should kill him that day. I said what I said. At this point, you should be somebody, Lord. There's some other things that need to be going on inside of the county jails.
He counted on the fact that even if he went to
He played out in every scenario. He was gonna hit the whole African American corridor. Every scenario, he planned on dying. He planned on dying at every
We
scenario.
got murdered for accidental guns.
And he tried to kill.
We
He
done
didn't try to
got
kill
for
himself.
stuff that looked like guns.
He-
for
he-
toys
that was
looked like
fake.
guns.
That was
This
fake.
man had a real
That was fake.
AK.
What?
And he did not get
Yeah, he didn't get
No,
shot.
he
Tamir Rice
tried- he
was a
didn't try to
9-year-old
kill
with a
himself.
toy gun.
He did not try and kill
Like,
shot
himself.
cold.
Shot.
He did.
They barely even got in the
this
car.
man
They
got
killed him.
this
He
man
did
got
not-
walked off.
He did
No,
not
who else
get.
got walked off?
Oh,
Who was the other?
Zimmerman? Oh no, wait a minute. The guy that shot the Dylan. Man, listen, I take all this
Dylan.
stuff personal. Dylan. He walked
Oh,
too.
Dylan.
Yeah, they all go to jail.
He got
They don't
walked.
never get-
They
don't
put
never
a
get caught.
bulletproof vest around him when he was coming out. Remember?
Out the
He
church.
did all that killed out the church.
Oh, you talking about the dude that killed the people at the church?
Right. out the
Oh,
church.
Oh yeah, oh no, I hold on to this stuff.
No, I didn't forget his
These
name.
mass
I
murderers-
didn't think about his last
Their
name.
mass murderers are in our
These
jail.
is monsters.
Their mass murderers are
Mass
in our jail.
murder.
Every other mass murder is, and that's for every other race. Every other mass murderer is shot on sight.
dead.
Just understand this.
Look what they did to Osama bin Laden. How he get for what?
It took about a year.
It took a year and a half or
So
two.
they didn't murder this man.
We know what they was doing.
But they let him build in a rabbit hole and get decrepit and die. He was dying anyway.
He didn't die for being a mass murderer.
No, that's the point. Y'all gave this man a whole new paper suit. He's sitting on cotton foams and mental probes, and that's
See
it.
the pictures.
We
I don't
see
know how
it.
we get
We're
these pictures.
here, and y'all cool with it. Y'all ready to go pirate.
If there's no protesting at this shit, how the fuck are we getting
Y'all
these pictures?
y'all praying
And
for peace and nothing else.
violent.
Y'all praying for peace and nothing else. That's it.
He had night court. I'm pretty sure somebody should have been following to night court. You know what I'm saying?
At this point.
You know what really burned me, man? I never watched the video. They said it was a video.
I'm not watching that video.
didn't
You
watch
just
it.
clown if
I
you
couldn't
said
listen.
I
didn't go
can't.
look for it or
Not
nothing.
looking for
But
nobody's murder.
I saw this one thing. Like somebody was like, I mean,
I'm not gonna
on
watch
the news, they showed this person and they was like, yeah, it was like a mass shooting or something out here. I don't know whose video it was. They might be watching this and probably.
They was out there. They was out there individuals.
But like, I feel like, yo, y'all some
And they gotta be
assholes.
seen. It's about
They
being
showing the
seen.
body on the floor.
It's
They
about
showing the
being
man getting
seen.
arrested. He's like, yeah, you know, like, damn, it was a shooting out here, bro. I was just out here, this and that, third. Dude, what the fuck you ain't do nothing for, fam?
They was just out here.
Like, I can't.
Because I know you got
bro.
one on you.
I'm willing to die for my convictions.
And
man.
right.
Everybody knows it. Anybody that knows me knew I mean, listen, the one thing I hate about how we sit here and like, yo, you know, if we fight them, we gonna lose. Man, listen, don't nobody gonna fight every day. I done lost fights. And I fought the next day, and I fight the day after that.
What,
And
get back up and fight again?
I ain't about to.
Because if you're not,
listen,
what?
Ain't no such thing as a bully that like to fight, man. They only pick fights that they think they can win easy, or that they ain't gonna have to do
At this
too
point,
much.
that's what it is.
That's what it really comes down to.
At the end of the day, we gotta end this live because it ain't no point in sitting up here just ranting and raving. If y'all not gonna do nothing, I'm still gonna be out here. Y'all gonna see my face. Y'all know me. I do what I'm as many people. I got some fundraisers and stuff coming up. I'm using my platform over and over again. It's like can't use it no more. I'm on every platform. You think I'm not about to use it? Because it's people in other states that feel countries, other parts of the world that feel way more passionate about how we feel. But y'all cool with being slaughtered. It's a party tomorrow. I'm gonna get drunk tomorrow, drink this shit off. It's gonna be okay. Throw them on a candle, put their little ash around their neck, and I'm good. That's gonna hold me over. I'm not that. It like I said. As long as they keep doing that, every last one of them people, I don't gotta know them. That's my family. I felt some type of way. I want blood. It's your girl REDgyal Sasha. We on Let's Talk About It. We talking about the mass shootings and how we feel. We're going through the aftermath and the mass shootings. I've been posting everything on every platform that I possibly can on this. So please continue to vote in. If you come up with any ideas, this type of fundraiser so that we can get way more awareness, way more protection. Even though we can get a fundraiser on so that we can help people build in because people just don't. What the problem is, what y'all cheap and y'all don't want to invest in yourselves. That's the real problem because it takes money. And y'all be having money because y'all go on them little fake trips and stuff. Y'all be buying bundles and getting BBLs, but y'all don't even care. So if we'll figure out something in a legitimate way because everybody thinks it's a scam nowadays. I don't have time for that. We'll figure out how to get some land. It's a couple places I know, so I'm smarter than the average bear. I'm not gonna really worry about it. Once again, we talking about the mass shootings that happened in Buffalo, New York. Of the 3 people that were shot. 10 people were actually killed. 3 individuals are in fair condition. I'll never go off what social media tells us or media tells us. We don't know until the people show their faces. So, it's your boy.
It's your boy Casanova. Thank y'all for listening to us. Like I said, if y'all have anything that y'all would like to say, anything that y'all would want to do, contact us. We'll be covering this for a long time. Like I said, if anybody knows me, knows my page, my personal page, if you want to meet, I'm gonna be trying to set up a thing where most small business owners and things like that, we're gonna meet up and try to come up with.
We're trying to build a
Honestly,
summit.
Trying
A summit of people.
Actually trying to come up with who really rating our leaders and seeing who our leaders are, like, because I feel like we need direction, we need guidance, and we need to be able to hold people responsible for covering things like this. Like I said, I don't believe this is something that should be swept under the rug. And
you can't stage this away and there's no sea moss in the world that they can eat because everybody's going eating clean and cleansing energies. Let's keep our communities together. Keep them intact. Let's build them up. That's it. I'm really pissed about this shit. Like I said, it's a disclaimer. I've been fighting racism and trolls all week. So let's go. It ain't really thing. I forgot.
I'm Charles. Like, a lot of people know me as Harvey. Like, but I just feel like when it's all said and done, I like things better done and said. This is not a new feeling for me. I haven't stopped feeling this way, since they killed Tamir Rice or any of that stuff. Since I was old enough to recognize.
They've been killing people for.
Yeah, but since I was old enough to recognize that the system was unfair. Yeah. Since I can remember, I've been on this fight, man. Listen, literally, when Pokemon was out, I was literally an activist as a child. So I can never, my first encounter with the police. This is something that's surprising to people. But if you ask anybody in the black community what their first encounter with the police is, it's usually a young age. Mine's at the age of 10 years old. Me and my friend found a bat at a park. We found a bat at the park. The police pulled us over and told us that this is an open weapon. They took it from us. They took it back. I'm pretty sure now as an adult. I didn't even think about it. Somebody asked, and I hadn't never thought about it until it was on Facebook. As a black person, what was your first encounter with the police? And I had to think way back. I kept on thinking was it that time when I was trespassing? Nope. It was when I was 9 years old and the police came. 10 years old, and the police came and stole a bat from me and my friend. We found it at the park. Mind you, this park was within sight of the house. They pulled up on us between the park and the house and took us back and told us that it was an open weapon and we needed a case to carry it. We needed a bat case to carry it. They took that junk home and gave it to their son. And said they was letting it fall off easy. I never told my mom. I thought I was in trouble. Stockholm syndrome,
This is Stockholm. This is it right here.
Let's beat it, man. Let's beat it. I'm tired of it. I was saying that to be like, this is where we're at right now.
Right. At the end of the day, we need this is three different personalities saying the same thing over and over again. It doesn't matter how it's voiced. It all comes back to the same thing. It's like, once again, I tell you, every time it starts with us. It starts in our community and us understanding certain things. Like, you think I talk about the most uncomfortable stuff. I don't care. I take the backlash for you. I take the beating for you. It doesn't make me any difference because I already know what it is. I understand. It's not about being woke, it's not just understand. You can be woke all you want, but do really understand. You really understand. You can read the book, but do you understand and you really manifest it and do it. It is your job. They're going to keep slaughtering us down. Because at the end of the day, they brought to y'all it's notoriety and people finally understand and we're about to end this. It's not that. It's y'all cool with it. Because everybody understands, but y'all woke and everything, but y'all not doing nothing about it. So, once again, inbox us, REDgyal Sasha, pass it over, get on our page, get in our inbox. We see everything. We do respond. Once again, trolls, don't get on here with this one today because we came today for the mess.
We'd like to thank our guests, Charles.
We'd like to thank our guests. And we will see you guys on our show, and we appreciate the content. I'm thanking for the people that did tune in tonight. Even if you couldn't watch it this afternoon, later on, go ahead and tune in. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get this montage off again with these pictures of the names that we read off because I feel like we should pay them way more homage. And then after that, once again, if you guys have any other ideas, let us know. And we signing off for tonight. Thank you very much.